because this year I did not host because the last 2 Thanksgivings I hosted.
Isn't it stressful?
It's so fucking stressful.
Yeah.
But I don't make the turkey. My mother-in-law always makes the turkey. She makes a really good turkey.
Does it scare you?
It does. It's intimidating.
Well, I don't even like when people are like taking out the gizzards and the neck. I'm just like, I don't want to touch no raw dead turkey. That's just weird. I mean, shout out to those that do. You know, I don't know.
I would be scared that I leave everything in there. You know what I mean? Like I
Oh
forget
my
to take it
God.
out. It's always funny because I always think of like those videos where like the parent puts out the turkey neck and then they tell the kids it's the penis.
Oh yeah. I've seen those
just
TikToks.
freak out. Oh, I think that's so funny. But no, it was pretty easygoing. She hosted this year, so we went over to her place. I was just gonna do mashed potatoes, but then my husband was like, I'm going to be hungrier than just a turkey and mashed potatoes and green beans. I was like, what? So he was already planning because, you know, I feel like, I don't know, I speak for myself, but a lot of us Hispanics like starve until Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah, that's the only meal you get all day.
I know I am not the only one.
Yeah. I mean, even B was like, what time are we eating? I'm like, you just wait until mom gets here, okay?
You starve until the food's ready. I'm that person. We don't make breakfast or nothing.
Nope.
Like you're lucky you get pan with cafe. Like that's
seriously.
it. So last minute, my husband decided on getting a ham. So I'm like, fuck you. I was so mad. I was so mad, and I was like, you better talk to your mom because I'm not trying to like overstep, and maybe she doesn't want like all that food, or she's already like making more food than is expected. No, but luckily it was a good amount of like food that there wasn't like excessive leftovers because, oh my God, like
you be eating Thanksgiving for like 7 days after. I'm like, I'm tired of turkey sandwiches. I'm tired of turkey pot pie. I'm tired of all that shit. I'm done. I'm turkeyed out. Okay, I'm done.
Turkeyed out. I'm tired of this, Grandpa. That's how I feel. But yeah, so it was pretty good. The food was good. Fucking Cowboys lost.
I think I fell asleep when they were playing.
I don't even know why I even look forward to the Thanksgiving game. I think the last time they won a Thanksgiving game was like 4 years ago. Or I don't remember. I think that's the last one I remember that they won. But
they won last night, though.
I know. Good thing, because normally when I watch, they lose. And so this time I didn't watch it, and they won. So shout out to me for letting the Cowboys win. But
that's funny.
Besides that was about it. It was pretty good. It was pretty chill. It was
happened too quick, huh?
Yeah. So now, did you do any Black Friday shopping? Or do you? Or are you that person?
I didn't do any Black Friday. What did I buy? I think dog food. I mean, but that wasn't a Black Friday sale. But no, I didn't. It's really hard for me sometimes during the holidays to shop for myself because I know I need to shop for other people. Even though I want to, I'll add shit to my cart. But then I'm like, I really don't need to spend this money on myself. Like, I could be spending this on my family or somebody. So I don't end up buying myself anything during Black Friday, or especially like Black Friday and on.
Like
Christmas.
Cyber Monday and all that.
No. I mean, I bought stuff that I really needed, but no Black Friday shopping, like no deals or anything. How about you?
We went to like a few places, but my anxiety got the best of me, and I was like, I need to get the fuck out of here, because it was crazy everywhere.
Wait a minute. I want to stop you right there because I'm just noticing. Did you just cut your hair?
No. No, I didn't.
It's in a ponytail.
It's because it's in a really
Oh my
ponytail.
God, dude. I was freaking out. I was like, did this bitch cut her hair and not say anything?
My manic episodes are bound to happen. No, okay. So
weird. I'm like, I know what you're saying, but I'm
these are my bangs. That's
they're growing out.
They're growing out.
That's so funny.
But what was I gonna say? Dang, you like made me lose my whole train of thought.
I'm sorry. I was just looking at your hair. I'm like, did she not tell me that she freaking cut her hair?
She just had a manic episode. I mean, we all do.
Oh, you're talking about going Black Friday shopping.
Oh, so we went to several places, and every time I wanted to get something, the line was fucking ridiculous, and I was like, hell no. Like, no.
Yeah.
And so I was this close to buying a freaking Roomba.
Oh
because
my gosh.
at Best Buy it was like for $149, and so I was like debating it, and even Josh was like, get it, and I was like, you know what, I don't even know why I ever said I wanted a Roomba, because I don't hear good things about it, because it doesn't get the corners, it doesn't like really pick up
and then
good.
you have dogs. I want one, but I'm afraid, like, since I have dogs, what if they shit somewhere and it's gonna it just smears all the shit everywhere.
Exactly.
I've seen those videos too of that, and I'm like, I'd rather not.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a risk I'm willing to take, because as soon as it runs over shit, I'm throwing it away. I'm not even going to try to clean it, because fuck that.
Yeah, I totally feel you on that. So then last minute I was like, no, never mind. But I don't think I got myself anything. And my husband, it was mostly like for the family, like for the kids, my in-laws, my parents, and
y'all started your holiday shopping already?
Oh God, we actually started early this year. I was really surprised, because a lot of the places that the kids wanted was a lot of online shit. This is why kids should not have cell phones, because they send me links all the fucking time of like, can you add this to my Christmas list? Can you? I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
But I'm like, shit, like everything has to be online. So then I had to get ahead of it.
Yeah.
To be able to like make sure it's here on time or whatever.
You should give them a deadline of be like, okay, send me your Christmas list. And if it's online, you need to send me every single link and how much it is.
Oh, my child did that.
I usually would do that as a kid, not as a kid, but even as an adult sometimes. Right. I'm like, here's my Christmas list, and I give them a link where they could find it, how much it is, and if they could get a discount code from somewhere, because that's the kind of bitch I am.
Same though, same.
And then like give them a deadline of like, okay, I need it by December 10th, because after that we're not getting it.
You're not gonna get it in time, and
for sure.
No, I totally get it. My Audrey is like that. My daughter, she sent me every link plus the picture and the size she wanted. Like she like understood the assignment of what I needed.
That's what we need. We love an organized queen.
So she sent me all the links, the colors, the size, like everything, and we asked the boys to make a list, and they gave us a list with like fucking chicken scratch and was like, figure it out. And I'm just like,
good luck.
Yeah. I was like, I gave that
hopefully Santa can read.
Yeah. Hopefully Santa can read, because mom and dad are dyslexic. Oh man.
That's too funny.
Yeah. We actually got ahead of it, which was pretty surprised, because we're normally like last minute people.
I am too. I'm very last minute. And then especially with people who don't know what they want for Christmas, I am not about to slave away to figure out what you want. I'm just not that kind of gift giver. Like, I need to know exactly what you want.
Because then your anxiety gets the best of you, because I'm like, what if they don't like it?
Exactly. I'm like, I'm not going to sit around and go through stores standing in line for 4 hours. Not going to happen. So just tell me what you want. So either I can go get it or order it and it's here on time. So
I remember when I was younger asking my mom what she wanted for Christmas. I'm not younger, maybe once I started working. And I don't know if every mom does this or every Hispanic mom does this, and they're like, que te portes bien. I hope you act good, or like help me do more chores or stuff like that. And I remember when I was younger, I was like, okay, I'll try to do that. And it just was like, just tell me what you want. Like, just be a material girl, and it's easier for me.
Or they have the unrealistic expectations of a gift. It's like, I want $5 million.
Ma'am,
I make $8 an hour.
Exactly. When I was like younger, I was like, ma'am, I work at the drive-thru. Like, no, it's not working out the way that you expect it to. But
and I'm just like type of person, like, just tell me what you need too. Like, tell me what you want and what you need, because I want to get you something that you need, that you're going to be using and that you find useful. Like, if you need a gift card to the grocery store for $200, tell me you need a gift card to the grocery store for $200.
Right.
There's people who are struggling to buy groceries.
Exactly. Especially during the holidays, because you're also trying to like gift other people and stuff like that. But don't go broke trying to like,
exactly,
buy these gifts. So
yeah,
just a little,
I got to keep that in mind.
Right.
Yeah.
I think sometimes that gets the best of us though, because like we want to give so much that it's like, it's hard to be like I'm just gonna keep it at a minimum. I normally always go over budget.
Me too. Me too. But then I'm like, they're only getting one gift then because this is the budget. Sorry, only getting one.
I know. See, I can make Ezra happy with like 10 $5 toys.
Yeah.
And he's happy. But my kids are, the older ones are like, hey, I want these expensive ass shoes, or like the whatever technology is out. And I'm just like, Jesus. Like, and then they get mad, like, why did Ezra get more toys? His are $5. Like, your thing just cost like $200. Like, Jesus.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, now I want to tell my little sad story. No, it's not a sad story, but it was just like, I felt so melancholy because Ezra was helping me put up the Christmas tree. And I made a post on Instagram of how like it just like overwhelmed me. And like me and Josh like locked eyes, and we didn't even have to say anything to each other, but we were like, this is our last baby. Yeah. Like, it was like, I got emotional. I was like, take every video, every picture you can. And like, I want to cherish these because the older kids were just, well, this last weekend, I didn't have Audrey. She was with her dad. And then one of the boys stayed with their mom. And so the other kid was just like in their room playing video games. And so it was just Ezra, who was like so excited, enthusiastic of putting like the tree up, and he was like, oh, the lights and the little, you know, the jingle bells and everything. We were watching like Home Alone, we were watching like Jingle All the Way, and I was just like, babe, like I was like, these are the moments where I want to have like 20 more kids.
Yeah.
But then I'm just like, I'm just gonna soak in all of these moments.
Yes,
because they're just gonna be
in, because then he's gonna get older, and it's just like Christmas is not gonna be the same.
I know.
Yeah, I totally get it.
Why? So I was,
and then I feel like sometimes like Christmas doesn't mean anything if you don't have kids.
I feel like after you watch that movie Four Christmases with Vince Vaughn and Reese Witherspoon,
I've seen it on there, but I've never watched it. Yeah,
I think they had the right idea, but because they didn't have kids, like they were vacationing. They vacation every Christmas. Like they didn't go to families or holidays or anything like that. It was just them vacationing, which was like Hawaii or Maui or whatever. Yeah. And so I was like, they have the right idea. But then I think when you're in the moment of it, you're like, I think this would be a little different when you're wanting kids or like think of having kids. Like maybe the meaning of Christmas would be a little bit different.
Yeah, for sure.
You feel that way?
Oh, yeah. I feel like when or if I have kids, Christmas is going to be definitely different. I mean, I already love Christmas as it is, but like I always think, and maybe this is probably a bad thing, I always think when I have kids, I'm going to do this, this, and this. And like I can't wait to go, take them to go see Christmas lights and you do Elf on a Shelf. And I know people hate that, but I love the idea of it because I'm like, I would love to do something like that, or like just seeing them be happy to open up a Christmas gift. Like I look forward to that day if that ever happens.
No, yeah, I get it. I get it. It's different for everyone too, because like for me, having kids and Christmas, like. But maybe it's just like that you overthink about it. Like, am I doing it enough? Am I like, is it good enough? Like, are they going to be happy? So mine's like the anxiety build up towards like, did I get you what you wanted? Like, are you happy with what you have? Or like, I'm thinking of like, did I screw this up? Like, did I not? So I'm like that type of person that like my anxiety builds up until then. So I think once like we're there, like, I mean, when we do, even like for instance, when we're like putting up Christmas lights outside and, Ezra is like super excited about seeing them anywhere. Yeah. Right now, the Elf on the Shelf is his favorite thing. Right now, he just won't stop talking about that shit.
I think it's like keeping the magic alive for the kids. Like making sure that, if you don't believe, then Santa's not coming. And I know that's such a thing that some people don't want to tell their kids because... Or
like if you're not good, you're not going to get anything. Right.
I mean, not necessarily
well, like the naughty and nice type of thing.
Right. But it's like, you got to believe because if you don't believe, Santa's not going to come or whatever. Yeah. And so like I would want to keep that innocence in a child.
Oh, yeah.
Of like believe in the magic of Christmas. Yeah. And I mean, Christmas means something different to every single person.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just love, it's my favorite holiday
I
next
just
to
love
Thanksgiving.
holidays. Yeah. In general.
So I'm like, I can't wait to have kids to be able to do that with them.
Right. And I love it that his older siblings, like our older kids, like they still like play along with him.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I love it. I was like, y'all ruin it for him. We're fighting. Like we will fight.
Yeah. I didn't even think about that, but yeah, that's possible that they could do that.
Sometimes we have the kids that just be like, really, Ezra? I was like, yes, he believes it.
Yes.
So yes, we're gonna go along with it until we can. He can be 12 and still believe. And I know, I mean, our youngest one is 11. And like, I know he knows it's not real, but he also doesn't say it. Like, he wants to still believe in it. But I was like, it's cool. Like, I'm not going to burst your bubble and be like, you're too old for this. Like, no, like, keep believing in it.
Yeah. I mean, even my parents, I mean, I'm 34 years old, and my parents on Christmas gifts, they still put from Santa.
From Santa?
Oh,
I love that.
Yeah.
How do you feel about, like, how do you feel about the parents who tell the kids, like, that's not from Santa, like, that's from me? Like, I don't know, like, if you've ever heard, like, people are, like, I don't know, it's a thing that I heard within the last couple of years where they do one present from Santa and the rest from the parents.
Yeah, I've heard that. I've seen people talk about that, of, like, having the big gift come from mom and dad or the parent, and, like, all like the smaller gifts come from Santa.
Like the stocking is from Santa, or like the
I mean, it depends on it's. I mean, I can't really judge or say anything what I think about it. I mean, I don't know.
No, it's your opinion.
I mean, but I don't really have one. I'm like, I don't know. I mean, my parents would do that for us too, but I couldn't even tell you what was from Santa or what was from mom and dad.
I don't even think I don't think they remember.
I don't even think they care.
Yeah, you just pass them the gifts and then they
don't even look at the tag. Are you kidding me? They don't care, you know. But I'm like, if that makes you feel better to put from mom and dad or from the parent, whatever, if not Santa,
right?
Then that's fine too. Like, it doesn't have to be mom and dad or whatever. So
yeah, I think we stopped
because we were like, Santa's taking all the credit. I'm like, Santa, come on, Santa real, come on,
come on, Chris Kringle or whatever the other name is. I think we just stopped putting who it's from for us. Like, we just started putting their names on it.
Oh yeah.
So like, whether they asked or not, like, that was on them. Like, if they asked, we were like, oh well, that one's from, you know, for our older kids. Now I want to keep it alive for my little one as long as I can. So yes, everything is from Santa for my kid. Like, I don't care. Everything is from Santa. Yes.
Yeah.
And so for the older ones, obviously, sometimes they'll ask like, oh, is this from mom or dad? Or like, is this from grandma or grandpa and stuff like that? Because they want to like show their appreciation.
Right.
Like, who got them the gifts and stuff like that. So I kind of like appreciate that side of things where they want to be appreciative. So they're like, who got this for me? So I'm like, yeah, if you really want to know. For the older ones, I know it's like different for Ezra. Like I said, everything's from Santa. I don't care. Like, let this kid believe it's my last kid.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm
just
soaking it.
Just soak it in. I mean, just let the kid believe. There's nothing wrong with that. So, I don't know.
What's on your Christmas list?
You know what? I've had, you know, my parents ask me and B ask me, and I'm just like, I don't know. I'm not a person that likes to be like, I need this.
I know you're not.
Like, I don't know. And, like, we try to give like each other limits of how much to spend, and I'm like, I can't do that because I don't want you to tell me how much I can spend on you, because that's not fair to you. I don't know, like, that to me it's not fair. So I'm like, and that's just for anybody. Like, mom and dad, don't give me a limit. I'm going to spend what I can on you.
Yeah.
So don't tell me what I can and cannot spend, because I'm going to buy you what I want to buy you or what you want and what you need.
Right.
So I don't know, but there's nothing I really want. I mean,
anything that you need.
That's what I told them.
Yeah.
I said, get me something that I need. Like I just said, like a gift card to the grocery store or something like that. Exactly. You know, like, I don't know. I don't really want anything. And I'm like the person that will get something if I want it.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't really need anything. Yeah. And I hate that. And my mom hates it too. She's like, you never let me buy you something. I'm like, well, I'm just saving you money. I don't know what to tell you.
That's my gift to you, letting you save money.
Yes, I don't really need anything. Just buy me something you think I will need. Like pots and pans. I'll use it. Coffee. God, give me coffee. You know I'm gonna drink it, like stuff like that. Like you
Yeah.
know I'm gonna use. But yeah, what are you asking for?
Nothing. No, I don't think I have anything on my list. I think like as we've been going, I'll be like, oh, can I have that? Like just I don't up to like Christmas. I'm like, if I see it and I was like, oh, I'll just add it to my I add it to my list or like take it off from my list, and I really don't have a list. But like I said, I wanted that Roomba, and then I thought about it, and I was like, no. Shit. Pay for my girls trip.
Girl, for real. Stuff like that. I'm like, buy me plane tickets, buy me concert tickets, buy me, you know. Yeah, I totally hear you on that.
I was like, buy me a trip. Save money and let me go on a trip. I don't know. And he's like, you're already planning? I was like, yes, I'm already planning.
Yes. Buy me an outfit to go with my trip, okay?
Let me just borrow your credit card. But yeah, I don't know. I really don't have a list. I don't have anything. The same thing with my husband. He's the same way. He's like, don't get me anything. Just be good. He's that guy. I
Don't
know.
get me anything.
Just love me.
Just tell me what you want.
Because last
He
time,
wants some booty. That's what he wants.
exactly. So he got that camera. I can't believe he sent y'all that this morning. This man. So yeah, nothing. I don't know. Same thing with like asking. Luckily, the parents, my in-laws, and then my mom, they already know what they want, so they're so much easier to shop for. But yeah, nothing really that just be like, oh, I need that or I want that type of thing. Like,
yeah. You know what I asked for?
What'd you ask for?
Dog food.
Dog. It's not cheap.
It's not.
It's not.
Every 2
you
weeks,
should do
I'm
like
spending
that Amazon like delivery.
I
thing.
do now.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I do
Smart.
now. But it's like $50 every 2 weeks. I'm like, I mean, okay, it's $50, but at this for dog food. Come on, you know what I mean? So
They
I'm
need
like,
to get a job.
so I told my parents, I was like, they want a month's worth of dog food
for their grandpuppies. You better.
Yeah, I was like, no. I mean, if you want to give me something like that. You know what I mean? I'll use it. So
Yeah. I mean, you do end up using it, especially like things like that. I mean, maybe when I was younger, I should have actually saved like all my birthday money. You know?
Oh, I always
You ever think about that?
Oh,
Like
girl,
we
all
don't
the
ever
time.
get birthday money anymore. We
Girl, I think about that all the time. I'm like, on my 15, like I had, people give me money, in envelopes and my birthday cards and stuff like that. And then we did like a money train. People were giving me money. Like I had a lot of money at the end of that party. And then I think back, I'm like, what the hell did I buy?
Same.
I had like $2,000. And I'm
Easy.
like, what did I do with it? I don't even know. I bought CDs. They wouldn't even use CDs anymore. I bought a record player or a CD player. I don't even know where it is.
the no skip track player.
Yeah.
Or what is it?
Remember the CD players that played like 6 CDs at a time?
Yeah.
Oh, God. That's probably
my
what I
God.
spent my money on.
Probably.
Something dumb like that. God.
Early 2000s were the shit.
Ugh.
But now I think about it, I'm like, damn, if I could go back and get all that money and just be smart about it, like, but
Nah.
nah.
I mean, you could give me that money now and I probably still won't be smart with
It
it.
just still gets blown. Fuck it. All the, what is it now? Now you just spend it on like Uber Eats and all that
Girl,
shit.
I have to watch myself with DoorDash because I just be
DoorDash.
like, oh, I don't want to go out to eat or I don't want to make something. And I'm like, I'll just order pizza. And I'm like, that's like $25 every time I order something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, no, you got to quit it. Cut it out.
You should get one of those. Get like a gift card for Uber Eats or something.
Yeah. See, something I'll use. Something I'll use.
Food is a good one. But
Yep.
I'm excited for the holidays. And then comes the new year.
Yep.
I'm excited for the new year.
Me too.
I feel hopeful.
Oh yeah.
That's
definitely.
that's gonna be so. This beginning of this year, my word was, what the fuck was my word? I was literally just gonna say it. My word was mindful.
Mhm.
Was mindfulness. I just remembered. Was mindfulness, and so I actually I basically manifested my mindset for the year, just picking a word rather than having some unattainable goal that sometimes always just gets thrown in the back burner.
Right.
I think like the mindfulness just kind of like was put into play like since the beginning of the year. So I thought that was cool. And
I see that in
like,
you. I see that you've taken the time to really be mindful of everything that you've put into your life, like whether this podcast or anything within your family and yourself, your mental health.
Yeah.
I mean, you've been mindful of yourself and taking care of yourself this year, and I see a lot of growth in that.
Thank
so
you.
I definitely see that you've been mindful of yourself.
Yeah. I was when I started, you know, kind of you do that little just that thought process. I'm like, what did I accomplish of 2021? And I was like, I did a lot. I really accomplished a lot for myself, for my family. And it was just all put into that one word. Every time I think of like what I did for myself or what I accomplished, it all came back down to like that word that I was like, you know what? I think that's what I'm going to do instead of like wanting to, I don't know, put some goal in mind and then just.
It's hard because then you like feel like you need to.
It's pressure.
Yeah, it's pressure to try to attain that goal for sure.
How did you feel about 2021?
God, there's so many things. All good things, of course, right? I mean, I don't remember what my word was if I even picked one. I don't remember. But I feel a lot of love for myself and the relationship that I was able to find. And a lot of course, gratefulness, which I always practice. Gratitude, practicing gratitude for everything that comes my way. I don't ever feel like something is owed to me or that I deserve this, even though I do deserve love. Right. I didn't deserve the way that it came to me or anything like that. I find gratitude in how it was given to me. Yeah. And every opportunity that has been given to me within this love affair, I guess you could say. But no, I mean, it's been a great year. It's been busy. I feel like it's gone so fast.
In a way, yeah.
It's gone so fast. I mean, we've been on the move since March, April. You know what I mean? And so it's just constantly busy doing something. And I guess I'm not ready, or I'm ready and I'm not ready for 2022 because I'm like, oh, here we go again. We're going to do this again. I'm looking forward to it. But at the same time, I'm like, I need to find a balance of like, or we need to find a balance. My partner and I need to find a balance of like, okay, when do we like settle down, not settle down, but like slow down and just relax for us, you know, instead of just going. Cause I'm telling you, when we're on a trip where we're together, it's going all the time. Like there's hardly a time where we just relax and sit down and like take everything in. And like now I want to take everything in.
I think because you kind of, when you get into a relationship, it always feels, I feel like it always feels like it's on the go or like it's fast paced in a way because you're in that like phase of like getting to know each other, new things amongst you, like you're getting to like get the balance of each other. And I think like as it progresses, you kind of like find a rhythm and like what you're comfortable with. So it kind of like slows down. And then you're like me 7 years later and you're like staring at him like, why do you chew like that? You know? So like, it's beautiful. But yeah, no, I'm just kidding. But I feel like it just slows down and like as you go. Yeah. But I think it's because there's a balance between you guys. Like, you know what I mean? Like he's the one that's just like easygoing, like I flow, whatever you want to do, I'll do. And then but you're also like, I want to do what you want to do. Like it excites me to do what you want to do. And so like, you know, but you guys will find your rhythm once like things kind of like feel like, okay, like let's see where this takes us.
But I think the balance that I struggle with, him and I, or probably just me, is because when we're together, I want to use up all of that time because we are long distance, right? Yeah. I want to
that plays a really big part.
I want to soak up all of our time together. But then at the end of a trip or something, the last day, we're dead tired. And and he's asleep or something like that.
Is
like
that what the holidays have just like felt like too? Like everything just kind of gets, I feel like after like Halloween, it just gets shoved like all in one.
Oh, yes, dude. I feel like Halloween was just yesterday. Thanksgiving was just yesterday. And now Christmas is like literally
Yeah.
20 days away. It feels like a lot.
Yeah.
But
sorry, I just totally interrupted you.
no, I mean,
but like, also like trying to like be together, it makes it like difficult. You know what I mean? Like, it just makes it like, it's hard.
wanting
Like,
to soak up
wanting
the
yeah.
holidays together.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, definitely that's hard. But yeah, like when we're together, usually the last day that we're together, we probably both get tired, but he probably gets more tired. And he falls asleep. Babe, if you're listening to this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But no, like he will fall asleep and I'm just there like, wake up, you know, like poking. You're like,
Yeah. Playing with your thumbs. Like,
I'm like, are you going to wake up? Because let's go do something. Because I want to soak up my time with him, but I also know he needs rest.
yeah.
So it's kind of like, I don't know. I can't find the balance to be like, okay, I know when I need to rest or we both need to rest. And then knowing when to soak up that time together.
Yeah.
Because it is hard when you're long distance.
Yeah.
So.
No, I bet it is. But I think on that note, we should definitely talk about your long distance.
Oh.
I think we should, now that we kind of...
I never thought that I was going to be in a long distance relationship, honestly. Because I feel like I'm the type of person that needs like constant attention and wanting to be together all the time.
Yeah.
I never thought that it was going to be like this.
I couldn't imagine that. I couldn't have imagined that for you to begin with.
Yeah.
I was like, Mel, long distance? What?
But I feel like it works out because somebody just asked me yesterday. They were like, how do you feel about it? And I'm like, you know what? I think this was perfect for me and the situation that I am in right now. Coming from being single for so long, for 4 years, and then having, you know, being alone, literally being alone, not in a relationship, not messing around with anybody, literally being alone, and then jumping in a relationship. It would have been like a shock to me to be like, how can I come from being completely alone to being completely with somebody all the time? It would have been a shock to me, or a shock to my system, a shock to like the way I live my life, where like I would never have that alone time anymore. Yeah. And so like this is like giving still a little bit of my alone time, a little bit of my freedom. And not that he doesn't give that to me. It's just, I know that when we're going to be together all the time, that's all it's going to be, is together all the time. So it still allows me to just have that time for myself and just, I don't know, kind of get used to him being around all the time.
Yeah, because I think you've talked about this before, where you mentioned that when you get in a relationship, you're scared of like losing yourself. Right. You're scared of like, well, there goes that sense of self. So I think it has also allowed you to kind of keep that like fine balance between not losing yourself in the relationship, but also keeping that independence that like you have like fought so hard for. Yeah. Especially like being alone for a long time. Like you have also like learned to love like just being alone. So like, do you feel like had it been the other way around with things, do you think would they have worked the way that they're working now? Or has it been like a fine balance between that where you want to be together all the time because, you know, you love your company with him, but then also like Mel's still Mel and I don't want to lose that. Like, have you juggled that where you're like, oh my God?
And like if I get annoyed by him or like tired of him when we're together or something like that, no, I don't. Yeah, like I think we both enjoy each other's company enough to be like, oh, I'm not annoyed by you or anything like that. I mean, we probably do. I don't get annoyed by him, but maybe like little things he says. But I think that's every relationship where I'm like, you're so annoying. You know what I mean? But like not with him being in my presence. No, never that. I'm afraid, or I was afraid that if I was going to be in a relationship that, I would lose myself. And in this one, even though we spend, I guess, long days at a time, sometimes he stays with me or whatever, or we go on a trip, like I don't ever get tired of him. And I hope he doesn't get tired of me. But I don't get tired of him. Like when he tells me he's going to come for a week, I'm like, yay. Like I get excited, of course, but I don't I don't feel like, oh my God, when's he going to leave? Like, I need my alone time. No, never. He never makes me feel like that.
That's good. I think that's what makes it easier for you to, like, at the same time to balance that too.
Yeah, and it gives me some time to figure things out if we were to live together at some point. Like, it gives me time to be, like, in the relationship, but also have my alone time. So when that time, if it ever does come where we live together, it's not like, oh, now I have to live with this person. Like, it's just a huge shock, but that's probably not going to happen for quite some time.
Aww,
because marriage comes first.
Yeah,
marriage comes first.
if you're listening,
I'm not giving any clues or like any hints or anything, but I just like, that's, you know, like I've said in the past, like that's the only way that I will move with somebody.
Yeah.
And that's just for my own thing. That's my own thing. And like, I'm not saying other people should do that. It's just what I feel is right for myself.
Lessons learned, people.
Yeah, that's my lesson, and I ain't doing that shit again.
Exactly. I always go back and I think of that episode in Sex and the City, the movie, where they are at the auction. I don't know if you've seen it, but when they're in the auction and like they weren't married, and so he just kind of like threw her out. So like after years of being together, not married, the guy just threw her out. And so, I mean, I have my own thoughts on the whole freaking Carrie and Big situation, but like just in general, like I guess that's just like a woman's like a guarantee in a way.
Yeah,
you know?
it's a safety thing of keeping you safe, and that you have some legal like binds to whatever living situation that you have.
Right.
I mean, it was the same situation because when that movie came out is when one of my exes and I moved into a house, and it was his house. And I said, and thanks to that movie, I said, I'm not helping you pay your mortgage. My name's not on it.
Boom. Yep.
And he was okay with that. He was definitely okay with it. And
yeah, because
it was fine.
If you're out cold, what the fuck?
Exactly. And so that worked out for me. Now, the other situation, I told him the same thing. I said, I'm not paying your mortgage. This is not my house. I don't feel comfortable paying your mortgage. And he was like, that's not going to work. And my dumb ass fell for it. And that's why I'm like, I'm never fucking doing this again.
Lessons
not doing it again.
Lessons learned.
I mean, you just got to be safe, y'all. Like, I know women buy houses with their boyfriends, and if you're positive and comfortable and you feel safe in that relationship, go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
I just don't want to be in that situation ever again. So that's just my boundary of something I will not cross on my own. Not gonna do it.
Oh no, yeah, for sure. I feel that 100% of the time, because it's just, even being married, nothing's guaranteed. You know, even being married, like divorces happen. But yeah, it gives you at least that peace of mind that like, all right, are we splitting this or I used to watch this show. I don't know if it's still on, but they were like, I think it was like Separated but Living Together, where they were like, it was just hard to like sell a house, but also like move out because how expensive. So they did it where they made like a she shed in the back, and they would like rotate who would be living inside the house and who would go to the she shed, which would be like when they didn't have the kids on their weekend and when they did. So I thought that was, I would probably end up doing that. Like we're living in one half of the house and you're living in the other half of the house.
I know.
It is not cheap living.
Again. Imagine dating again. You're like, I live with my ex-husband.
Oh, hell no. Can you imagine? That's already fights waiting to happen. Yeah, I could not do that. No. And that's just a whole different animal. But what would you say is one of like the biggest like advantages or like disadvantages for a long distance relationship?
I mean, the advantages are like what I just said is like having that time alone and doing things by yourself, or, you know, just figuring yourself out, getting your life together, maybe getting yourself situated before you share this life with this person. Maybe that's the advantage that you get. You also get your time to yourself. You get your time with your girlfriends. You get your time with your family. And not saying that a partner takes that away from you. It doesn't. But I know myself, and my time is consumed with my partner. You know what I mean? the disadvantages, of course, is the distance and not spending that time.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I don't know, like a double-edged sword, I guess you
Yeah.
could say. Like, it's just, you have your advantages and disadvantages for it.
Right.
And, you know, luckily for me, I'm not as needy as I used to be, where I needed my partner's attention all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel comfortable and safe in my relationship where I don't need that validation from him all the
Mhm.
time, because I know that he cares about me. I know he loves me. I know he'll call me. I don't feel like he needs to be like talking on the phone with me all day, every day.
Right.
I don't. So, I mean, that's the advantage. So I still have my time alone. I still get to do what I want to do, and I
Mhm.
don't have to worry about anything.
Yeah. And I feel like, well, like, for instance, like in my thought, it would be like, do you think it's a lot easier to also, like, if you do have arguments, for instance, or if you have had arguments, does it make it easier for y'all to have that space, that long distance, because then you can cool off and then come back to it? Or do you think like it could be like in a situation, I don't know if you guys have fought, but like for me, I have to like walk away before like I get into it, because then how it's going to come out, it's going to sound aggressive. So I need time to cool off. So I feel like sometimes with that long distance and arguments, it's easier to like pull away because I don't got to see you. You know what I mean?
I guess it could go either way.
Do you know where I'm going with this?
Yes,
Okay.
I think it could go either way, honestly, because there's times where, not arguments, but like we'll have a disagreement or something like that.
Mhm.
And I feel like if he gets quiet or something like that, I'm like, I don't want him to be upset with me. Like, I need to know exactly how you're feeling or what you're thinking or whatever. And if I'm away from him, I can't see his face. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know how he's processing what I told him or something like that. Like, I don't ever want to hurt his feelings. And vice versa, I'm sure. Like, if we have a disagreement, I want to take care of it right then and there.
Right.
Especially with the distance. I think if we were together, we would probably want some time
get
apart.
A little bit, yeah.
If we were together, I'd be like, you know what, I'm gonna leave.
Mhm.
But because we're distance, and if we have a disagreement, I'm like, no, we need to figure this out, because I'm not hanging up this phone. And then
I can see that, yeah.
And you think that you could just do whatever the hell you want. No, that ain't happening. You know what I mean? Like, no, we need to figure this out.
I'm not over it.
I don't want to hang up this phone and like you be upset with me.
Yeah. No, I could see that, because even like, for instance, like even text messages like get lost in translation.
Yeah.
So sometimes that's our thing. That's me and my husband's thing. Is like, why did you say it like that? I'm like, wait, what? I was like, oh, I didn't put a freaking laughing emoji and you think I'm serious. You know what I mean? Like sometimes even like that, but that's just him being a jackass.
Is it hard to navigate with him sometimes, to be like, why do you take everything I say so literal?
It's both ways though.
Really?
Like,
so you too, like he has to do the same thing, like LOL.
Like he has to like reassure me that the way he put on his shoes this morning had nothing to do with him being mad at me. Like, you know what I mean? I'm just like, yeah, I'm still working on that. 7 years and that man still knows. Like, I was like, you like took your keys really mad off of my hand, and he's like, I didn't mean to, or like. There's just still moments that
I don't think I get like that with text messages. Probably like if he's the way his tone of voice with me, where I'm like, am I annoying you?
Mm-hmm.
Do you still love me? Do you still like me?
Oh, when I get like that, he knows like, fuck. If I don't answer every question she needs, it's gonna be a problem.
And he's like, why are you asking me that? And I'll be like, I'm just asking, but really, I'm like, well, the way you like had your tone of voice with me earlier, it like made me feel some type of way. You know what I mean? Did I do something wrong?
That trauma, man. Oh, we're working on it. We're working on it.
But he's very patient. Like, he always reassures me. So he never tells me like, you're annoying. Like, quit asking me. Like, he'll tell me like, you need to have confidence.
Oh, well.
I mean, I have confidence, but I'm just like, I just need to make sure.
I just need to
so I can prepare myself.
I need reassurance. Let me see. So you got a question, and it says how to keep things spicy in long distance.
Ooh.
I want to know, how does that work?
I mean, we talk about.
Obviously, I do know how it works, but like how it works different for everyone.
I mean, you gotta keep I mean, I think both of us, we're very emotional. like emotional people where we are not the type of be like, I'm going to do this and this and this to you. Like, that's just not us. You know what I mean? But there's times where we're on the phone and he'll say, I want to do this, this, and this to you. And, you know, vice versa.
Right.
And it's like, okay, that makes sense. But I think we need to have a love connection there first. Like, I need to feel safe and secure in the relationship
before you can lead into the spiciness.
Right, exactly. And so that is how it goes for us.
Because Mel's panty droppers are like poems. Like, he has to like.
And I get some girls, like, they see a man and they're like, oh yes, like, he's fucking hot or whatever.
Yeah.
I've never been like that. I'd be like, ugh, whatever. Like, it's a hot man does nothing for me. I'm sorry. Like, nothing for me.
I can't send Mel freaking thirst traps I see on TikTok, and she's like, ew, cringe. And I'm like,
this man is brave to be sending thirst traps. I'm just not that type of person. So, like, our spiciness is just different. Like, we have a very deep connection to each other where it's passionate and not necessarily like fuck me hard,
right,
spicy shit. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I can get that way, but like, we have a deeper connection to that. But yeah, it's the words.
The words.
Yeah, it's the words.
I see that. Everyone's love language is different. I think it goes to that too. It's like, what is your love language? What do you like? And I think it just, every person's different.
Yeah.
So, let me see.
But the text messages work sometimes because I'm like, oh, he still finds me hot. Great.
Hey. Do you send spicy pictures?
No.
You're like, I'm not doing that.
I'm not having those on the cloud. Fuck no. Y'all are brave for doing that. Not me. Not on Snapchat, not on text. Nope.
Our camera's going to get hacked one of these days. Dear, just have... Anyways.
He wanted to see something new. He wanted to see something new that I got. And he was like, send me a picture. And I was like, no, you won't see it until I see you.
Then that could also be like a little intriguing moment, you know? Like, you got to wait till you see it on me. So you could keep it spicy that way too. You know, the teasing of it. So
FaceTime, yeah. We'll do a FaceTime.
Yeah.
But never pictures.
No pictures. No. Yeah.
Because I don't know if I don't know if he deletes pictures on his phone. I don't know if his kids go through his phone. Like, that's just weird to me.
Don't swipe left. Don't swipe right. You're done. You're done. But yeah, I think you answered all the questions I had, Mel.
Oh, the toughest thing of long distance.
Oh yeah. I was looking
at
that
how to
one.
overcome it.
Yeah, what has been the toughest thing of long distance?
I mean, it's the time spent away from each other. Luckily, we haven't spent more than 3 weeks away from each other. He's always found the time, luckily, to come see me or plan a trip for us to meet somewhere. And that has been so helpful for us. When he got his COVID vaccines, he got sick. He gets sick. He just had his booster today too, so that's probably why I was
sick too.
He was starting to ache today, and so I was like tearing up. I was like, "This is like I don't want to be away from him. Like, that's the hardest thing. It's like, because I want to nurture him, I want to make him feel better, but I can't because he's over there and I'm over here, and I feel bad because I'm like, here I am recording and like having a good time, and you're over there like almost dying, and like that makes me sad. I wish I could help you.
Well, no wonder. Yeah, it's hard because that's who you're in your nature, it's
right?
To take care of,
you know, and that's the hard part too. Like when he's at home and he's busy or he needs help with doing something around the house, like those are the things I want to help do because I like doing those things and I want to make him feel better where he's not overwhelmed with something.
Yeah.
But for him, he's like, no, I just want you to like, I don't need you to do this stuff for me. Like, I'll do it on my own. But like for me, that's hard for me because I'm like, I want to do those things. Like, I feel like those are a couple things to do, you know? But I mean, that's the hardest part is just being okay with being apart and knowing that, I mean, he's a grown ass man. You know, he's taking care of himself for so long.
Yeah.
He doesn't need my help. He could do it alone.
But it's nice to be wanted and then be helpful, like, at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, be able to do stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, that's the hardest part.
Yeah. How do you kind of work through it? Is it just, like, him reassuring you like it's okay, like I'm fine and stuff like that.
Yeah, and me still checking in. Because, like, for me, the type of person that I am is that when somebody's feeling bad or feeling a certain way, I keep my distance.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like you need to do that on your own or rest and recover and do whatever you need to do on your own, because that's the type of person I am.
Right, yeah.
And I have to understand that not everybody is like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't want to intrude or like be overbearing or like be the annoying person to be like, are you okay? Do you need my help? Do you need me to do anything?
And that's on anxiety.
Yeah. You know? Yeah. And so like I try to find a balance between that. I'm like, when do I step in? When do I step out? So I try to let me know if there's anything I could do for you, because if you don't tell me, then nothing's going to happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't want to overstep anything with him. So
yeah, no, yeah. And he could be like, hey, like I've been taking care of myself. Like,
yeah, exactly.
You know? So.
Yeah. I mean, because he's the same way with me too. When I'm feeling bad, he's like, is there anything I could do? And I'm like, no, just be here for
baby
me. Yeah.
Basically. Baby me over the phone.
Just tell me how much you love me. That's all I need. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's it. That.
No, you guys have a beautiful relationship going on. I love seeing it. Because you flourish, like you glow, like with B and the times that I've seen you guys together. So I'm just like, as long as he's keeping you happy, I'm like, we're good.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you're okay, man.
No, he's good. Everybody loves him, and they think that he's great. There's nothing bad that they can say. Yeah, they can't say anything bad about him because he's never talked down to me. He's never mistreated me. He's never said anything that hurt me.
How did you feel of like y'all being together for Thanksgiving? Because y'all went to Colorado, right?
Mm-hmm.
How was that? Like seeing that dynamic with like your dad and your mom, and like how did you feel having him around your? Because y'all have been together before, but like a holiday like Thanksgiving
and staying in the same house.
Yeah.
It felt very normal. It didn't feel any type of way. Like I loved, him and my dad speaking, and my brother too. Like they were just talking, having fun. They have a good. Anybody gets along with B. Like he's just the easiest.
Can make friends with a fly on the wall.
Yeah, he's just the easiest person to talk to, right?
Really
and
is.
so like he gets along with everybody. It's easy to talk to him. So I never felt like it was going to be awkward with my family and him ever. I mean, I think the only thing was probably the hardest thing. I'm going to call us out on this because I can totally say that this is my fault. But like this was like probably the disagreement we had was for Thanksgiving is because I know my family is very particular with Thanksgiving dinner, and I wanted it to be perfect for them. And he is like, no, we got to do this. He wanted to change things. And I'm just like, no, you can't change Thanksgiving. You know what I mean?
Tell the people what y'all fought over.
You can't come into this family and change Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? So like he wanted to, like, I got all the food or whatever. I was going to make the pies. I was going to actually make all the sides. And he was like, why don't you just buy them? And I was like, okay, if it's gross, it's on you. Like, this is on you. All right. And so luckily it came out perfectly. Yeah. But the pies, okay. Pecan pie is my favorite pie. Probably the only pie I ever eat.
And it's pecan.
It's pecan.
Pecan.
It's pecan pie, okay? And so I was going to make one. And then he was like, no. He's like, it's going to take too much time. We're going to have to buy all the ingredients. And I was like, fine, I'll just buy one at the grocery store. Like, I don't care. I'm not bougie, right? Damn. And then I remembered.
Shots fired.
I was like, oh, if we find a Sprouts has great pies, by the way, if nobody knew that. They have great pies.
So does Costco. Have you ever had their
I don't
pies?
think so. I've had Sam's. But Sprouts has, me and my mom used to go ham on freaking Sprouts. We would just buy one just for us too. And I was like, well, if we find a Sprouts, I'll just buy one there. I mean, they're like $5-6 or whatever. Well, it's fine. Well, he found a bakery.